Welcome back to Mr. Meeple. My name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan, and today we're going to be previewing the magical world of fluffy dragons, where cunning strategy meets adorable creatures.
This game will be coming to Kickstarter, and everything you're about to see is a prototype copy, so it may be subject to change. And if you're interested in the game, the link will be in the description down below.
With its charming artwork and quick-paced gameplay, Fluffy Dragons invites 2 to 5 players to take on the role of dragons in a journey filled with twists, turns, and delightful strategies.
Players vie to collect the most precious gems, bluff about their elemental affinity, and wager their own gems on the outcome.
It's a game of deception and deduction while you try to anticipate your opponent's moves while keeping your true intentions hidden.
The player with the largest hoard at the end of the game wins and is known as the fluffiest dragon.
So let's talk about the components of the game and how it plays. First, place the elemental board in the center of the table. Then set the 6 black gems to the side of the elemental board. Each player selects a color and then collects their matching dragon meeple, cave card, 5 element cards, and 10 gems. Give the dragon egg meeple to the youngest player, indicating that they will go first. The starting player will select a random element card from their hand and place it face up in front of them. Then place a black gem on the elemental board, matching the element shown on the card. This is known as lost treasure. Every player will then select an element card from their hand and place it face up on the table. This is known as the unavailable element, which gives information to other players about which cards remain in your hand. Once each player has selected the card they want to be their unavailable element, you're ready to play. The game is played over a series of rounds determined by player count. Each round consists of 3 phases: the claiming phase, the revealing phase, and the clash phase. In the claiming phase, each player will play a card face down on their turn, then place their dragon meeple on the element on the elemental board that they claim that card to be. Players can lie or tell the truth about the card they played. After a player's turn and until the revealing phase begins, if you think a player was lying, you can make a wager against them by placing 1 to 2 of your own colored gems on top of the element card that you suspect was a lie. After each player has placed a card face down, claimed an element, and made any necessary wagers, you'll move on to the next phase, the revealing phase. One at a time, each player will flip the card they used that round, revealing their element. Then they'll settle scores. If they lied, the player would move their dragon to the actual element they played. If they told the truth, their dragon would stay where it is. If a wager was made against that card and the player was lying, anyone who made a wager takes back their gems and then steals that many gems from the player who lied. Place any collected gems on your cave card as part of your hoard. All gems in your hoard at the end of the game are worth points. If that player was telling the truth, then they get to keep any gems wagered against them. If a player lied and no one wagered against them, then they were a sneaky dragon and got away with it. That player can now steal gems of any color from any player they want, equal to the number of players minus 1. Once each player reveals their elements and wagers are awarded accordingly, you'll move on to the clash phase. In the clash phase, you'll resolve the element cards and take gems from players you defeated. On the elemental board, every element beats the next 2 elements in a clockwise order and is beaten by the previous 2. Beginning with the first player of the round, each player will steal 1 gem of any color from players who used elements that they beat. Players who used an element with a black gem on it take the black gems into their hoard. If 2 or more players use the same element with a black gem, then they divide the black gems evenly. If the black gems cannot be divided evenly, then they stay on the board for the next round and are not collected by either player. At the end of the round, place a black gem on the elemental board on the element that was used by the last player of that round. Then, the element card each player used this round becomes their unavailable element in the next round. Players continue playing through each phase again until the number of rounds is reached to end the game, or there's only 1 player left with gems. Scoring. At the end of the game, every gem in your hoard of your own color is worth 1 point. Every gem of any other color that's not your own is worth 2 points. Each black gem in your hoard is worth the total number of players plus 1. Each set of gem, 1 of every color, is considered a rainbow, and each rainbow set is worth the same as the number of players in the game. The dragon with the highest score for their hoard wins and is the fluffiest dragon. So that's how you play Fluffy Dragons.
Fluffy Dragons expands on rock, paper, scissors by adding a bluffing and unique scoring element. The dragon meeples are really adorable. It's quick to play and easy to learn and easy to teach, and it's got just enough strategy to make you want to come back and play it again and again, just to, you know, size up your opponents and figure out how they're bluffing, whether or not they're actually placing down their drag in the right spot or going for the black gems. So it's very unique, even though, you know, the simplest form is just rock, paper, scissors, but it's a lot more than just that.
Yes, I feel like it's a lot of like mind games. Like the whole time you're just trying to like read your opponents, like, okay, well, I know that they're unavailable element, they can't use that, so where do I think they're gonna go? Are they gonna try to go for the black gem? Do I think they're lying? And it's all about like kind of using like where the black gem location is on the board and what element you know they can't play to kind of anticipate what you think that they might do. And then correspondingly what you should play in order to score against them. So it's very tricky.
Right, I mean, even wagering against like whether or not you think they're lying or not is huge when it comes to just getting points in the game and getting those rainbows.
Exactly. So if you're interested in this game, it will be coming to Kickstarter, so we'll leave a link in the description below to the Kickstarter preview page so you can sign up and be notified when it launches.
If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel because it really helps us out. Click the bell to get notified when we release new videos. Comment down below of what you thought about the video, about what you thought about the board game, and you can find us in the BG Hub Discord if you want to chat further with, you know, Second Star to the Left, Blobby Hobby, and us, and all sorts of other people that like to play board games. But my name's Mitch.
And I'm Morgan. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.